Hi guys, my name is Steven, and today I will be going and doing a review on the Moto 360 smartwatch. I just picked it up the other day. I figured I might just do a review. I know it's about a year old now, but you know, there's no problem going back about a year or two, or even a bit more in time for technology. I mean, if you can save a few dollars here and there for technology that's not all that bad, and even though the new Moto 360 watch is about to come out, you'll be saving a few dollars more by picking up the older version here. It may not be the best one out there right now, but you've always got other choices. You can pick up something else if you'd prefer, but there's always something else, and there's really, for what you can get, nothing bad about the watch. It's perfectly well, and just it works. So, uh, but today I will be just going and showing off a little bit of it and saying what I like about it and why I went with this one. But for the first reason, I went and bought it because one, it was cheaper than all the other ones I was looking at, and it had just as much functionality as I could find. Basically, it wasn't my first choice. My first choice is actually going to be the new Pebble Steel Time that they just came out with, but I decided not to spend the $300 and buy that, and just spend half the money and buy something that does actually a bit more, and looks a bit better too. But the one thing I don't really like about it is that they have this Horween leather band on it or something like that, and I bought a replacement band for a steel one and all off the Amazon and all to replace that, and that should be coming here in a few days. I'll probably do an update review on that as well, and maybe also a video showing how to install it if I can. But the one thing I don't like about it is that even though I've only just got the thing, it's already starting to warp it a little bit right there where it's where my wrist actually goes, which I don't really like at all. It's really awful, especially if it's not even been. It's probably been actually 3 days, I think, is what it's been, and it's already starting to warp. So that irritates me. But so that's why I got the replacement band. It's not a lot of money, so if you go with the steel band that it comes with from the actual company, you're gonna spend another $50 or whatever for it, just for the steel band to be installed on there. So I just went on Amazon and paid $20 or less or whatever, and got a tool and the exact same band that you would get for the exact watch, just for $20. But so for the watch, you have the standard home screen here. It'll dim out, and it's, I think, already gone. Yeah. You just tilt it a bit, and it'll go and bring it up on the display so you can see it and all. Or you can tap the screen twice and it turns on. Or there's a home button thing over on the side there. What I personally like about it is that it just works, and you've got all of these. Well, okay, that's really just too bright actually to see it. Um, well, Alright, so I got that fixed. So you just slide across it, and you just slide across, and you have your different settings and everything. But slide from the side, and it brings up your settings menu, which is extremely bright for some reason. It does not want to adjust, but maybe it will in a few minutes. Okay, here we are. So you have your different slide there where you go and you have all your apps at and everything else. You have to do the update apparently that it comes with when you first buy the watch, because it's running extremely old. Update on the thing, and like all other reviews out there, the battery life on this thing is ridiculously pathetic. It can't even get through, I think it's like 2 hours, and it's dead. Nothing else. So do the update, especially when you first get the thing. Spend the half hour or whatever it'll take you to update the stupid thing and get it updated. It's definitely worth it, and especially with how it optimizes its battery life, it will seriously set you back if you don't update this. But it's a very beautiful watch. If only you could actually see it a bit better. But you have all these different things. You have the contacts window. You have on here. You have all of your apps. There's tons of them. You have Hangouts if you use Hangouts. And you've got all the different contacts. Just slide out and you're back to your home screen. Slide back in and you can go to all the different windows. You've got this, which I don't really know why it's still here. It's the basic setup thing that no one cares about because it's just still there and it's retarded. But if you had it, my contacts were synced up originally, but now I don't know what happened and they're all deleted off here. But you have all your different apps, and there's plenty of different garbage on here that probably is just too much for the watch. If you slide up, you get notifications, and you have all these different cards, I guess they call them. And this one is for the heart activity. Well, okay, there we are. For your heart activity and all, I guess. Just this like weather here, slide across to the side and you'll get different notifications for it. If it has others, like this will tell me the entire week forecast here. Slide back, it'll go and bring it back up to the main one. If you slide back up, it'll go and bring you back up to the other one. If you want to get rid of it, you slide off to the side and it's gone. And if you slide up, it asks you if you want to go and undo that, and if not, just let it go. Back up to the main screen. If you want to go and change your home face, you've got tons to choose from, and there are a crap ton on the internet to choose from as well. Or they even have the ability, if you want, I think it's, yeah, this one here, you can even make your own watch face, which is pretty cool, but I'd not waste any time doing that because I don't really care. Underneath they all have that little gear icon where you can go and customize it a bit. Yeah, like these ones here, I all got extra ones, and they're pretty neat actually. They tell you a heck of a lot of extra info. But like, so you can just, on this one, this is the one I use, that's simple, minimal. I don't really like all the extra stuff on there, even though it's kind of interesting. It drains the battery life really fast. So if you want, you just, jeez, sorry, it's a bit finicky still. Still getting used to it. But it's still a great watch though, and you just hold it down and then you can click down on the little gear and it brings up an entire little window, and you can customize a couple different options depending on what the watch face is and what allows you to customize. Back out, if you want to change it, all you do is you slide through, say you want this one, it's a high tech, just put your finger on it and click on it, and there we are, it's all changed, just like that. And this one will tell you your phone and battery life down at the bottom. It tells you the time and military time. It has up at the top your notifications for your messages and calls. It has temperature on there in Celsius, of course. And it has the forecast on the very top there, so you don't really even have to swipe up to go and get this notification for the weather. So it kind of, unless you like to, but you know, who really cares about that? But that is pretty much the watch. So hope you guys enjoyed. Think about maybe picking up the last one they came out with and save yourself a couple bucks. It's definitely worth the savings in my opinion, especially with all of them they have out now. You know, you don't really have to pick from all of the best ones that just came out. You can always pick up a little bit of old technology, I guess, as they would say, even though it's only a year old, and just like I would replace the band, especially get one off Amazon for 20 bucks. It definitely will be worth it in the end.